If you ever had a product idea and thought to yourself, I don't want to waste money before I'm sure it's worth it, then this video is for you. I'm not going to build an app here, and I'm not going to deep dive into tools. What I want to do is to explain how I think before I set up a new infrastructure for a new product, when the goal is learning, not perfection. Hi, I'm Danny, and I'm a developer for years. At some point, I opened my own business and started building products, and very quickly I realized something. You don't usually fail because your code is bad. You fail because you spent time and money before you had proof. So I started building products with a very strict rule. I don't pay real money until reality forces me to. Cheap or zero-cost infrastructure doesn't mean cutting corners, hacking things together, or building something unsafe. It means choosing product types that allow cheap infra, accepting limitations early, and designing your MVP around these limitations. But not every idea fits this approach, and that's important. Some products simply don't work with cheap infrastructure. If your product needs heavy compute, special networking, or guarantee from day one, then free infrastructure is the wrong way to go. But many other products do fit. Simple web apps, APIs, utility tools, early-stage mobile apps with light backend needs. The trick is knowing what makes sense to even try. This is where most people skip ahead. We fall in love with ideas, especially the ones that solve our problem. But a product must solve a real problem for more than one user in a way that's better or different from other solutions. Using cheap infrastructure does not mean you're not putting all your efforts and beliefs in your idea. It's just a way to test your thinking without paying for mistakes. When I design early infrastructure, I'm not thinking about scale. I'm thinking about safeguards. How easy is it to throw this away? How painful is it if something breaks? How fast can I change direction? At MVP stage, flexibility is more valuable than optimization. Limits, trade-offs, and understanding what you're giving up. Once your product shows signs of life, that's when you upgrade. Early email systems aren't about campaigns. They're about confirming users exist, understanding behaviors, and getting feedback. If your product can talk to users, it can't learn, and then infrastructure doesn't matter anyways. All of this sounds simple, but the difficulty is in making the decisions, knowing when free is good enough, when it becomes dangerous, and when it's time to pay. That's what separates experiments from business. I put all of this in a new mini course called Set Up New Product Infrastructure from Cheap to Zero Cost. In the course, we go step by step, talking about product types, idea validation, storage, auth, hosting, email and marketing, and a full example of a web application. If you want a structured way to do this without guessing, you'll find it linked below. You should check it out. The goal isn't to build fast. The goal is to learn fast without paying for it. That's the mindset.